What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Hopefully everyone is having a marvelous morning, afternoon, or night whenever you're listening to this. We had a fun little night last night.
We did.
We didn't talk about
You
going...
look so cute today, by the way.
Thanks.
I like that top.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I felt cute leaving the house this morning with the bow in my hand.
I feel like anytime you put a bow in your hair, you know, it's like, this is cute.
I love bows.
Yeah.
I really do. We didn't talk about going beforehand, but we went to the 15-year anniversary of Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
Andy Cohen party last night at the Boom Boom Room. And
which is now just Boom, apparently.
Yes, they've taken Boom and Room away.
Yes.
Also,
just Boom.
Boom. Famous from Gossip Girl.
Yeah, I mean, but Boom Boom Room is iconic, and it has been for decades. It's at the Standard in a hotel in Meatpacking. But yeah, they filmed like some the Gossip Girl scenes there for sure. But yeah, just like even trying to navigate, I was like, wait, I thought that this was in the Standard, but then I was like, oh, they just call it Boom now.
It's just Boom. I wish they kept it Boom Boom Room.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
It
but
is.
I guess, they're trying to get with
it is.
Boom.
But very cool place.
It was super cool and so cool to be invited. It was just very cool to be there. We had a nice little time there.
It was. Got to see all the people there. So I guess what they did was there's obviously press there and media there. But then they invited any Bravo Leb that has been on Watch What Happens Live 15 or more times.
Yes.
So it was a good, it was a good crowd. I would say I kind of, not that I thought more Bravo Lebs would be there, but then when I heard the 15 rule, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's like, that obviously narrows the group down for sure. And of course, there's some shows that have had so many seasons that obviously, like, there's been so many that have had a lot. But Real Housewives of New Jersey, like, that's a quick little trip. So Teresa and Louie were there. Margaret, Joseph, and Joe were there. Melissa and bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, that one really,
that came out of nowhere.
Really came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It really surprised me.
Melissa and Joe were there. As far as we could see, no interactions.
We were like, oh my God, I cannot believe.
No, I felt tense, being like, oh my God, we're all in the same room. Which is funny because it's not like they film a fucking TV show together. Like they're in the same room often when they're filming a TV show. But in this sense, like there were no cameras. Like this is just like a social setting. Right, they're both in the same place.
Exactly. I felt like I was at a family gathering where two of my aunts have not been talking, and I'm in the room, and I'm wondering if they're going to interact. Yeah. Just because when I talk to Melissa and Joe in general, I feel like they're my family members.
Well, 100%. That's why we love them.
I literally feel like they're my aunt and
uncle.
they're
the friggin' cutest. And every time we see them, they're like, oh my God, girls, you guys look so great. Like they always shower us with compliments, which is so nice, and they look amazing. And Teresa, I'm scared to be 10 feet close to her. Like I'm terrified. Like I didn't even get. There was one point where I was having a conversation and she was like maybe 3 feet behind me.
She was literally
and I was
right
like,
behind us. And she was sparkling like
I
a
did
mirror
not
ball.
know. I just like, that's, for some reason, it's just like.
Right. She's intimidating for sure. But yeah, it was so cute and fun. And I felt like we were honored to be invited and included in such a cute little bash.
Yep. A lot of Summer House people.
Summer House, obviously our favorite.
Paige, Craig, Austin, Sheena, Amanda, Kyle, Carl.
Yes.
Whole crew. Lot of peeps.
And I know people are wondering, because we have been talking our shit on the show. Yeah. We did talk to Kyle.
Yeah,
and it was a nice conversation.
Kyle, as much as we have shit on Kyle, he is a good sport and he does get it. Like he does understand what happens when you're on these shows, and he also understands like what we do, and he understood how he acted this season. Right. Because he was kind of like, look, I get it.
He acknowledged that he knew what we said, but he was nice. Yeah. He wasn't like, fuck you. Right. He was laughing about it. And
I feel like he also probably didn't hear anything. He maybe saw like just two clips.
Right. And
so that's fine. That's fine.
And I said to him, well, did you watch yourself back? You know?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen yourself?
Yeah.
But it was a good conversation, and we had some laughs about that.
Yeah.
So, going there, of course, I was a bit nervous. Like, oh my God, I've been talking my shit about these shows lately. But I also said this, and I said this to Kyle. I said, all of you talk about each other.
Yeah.
So when, as a viewer, I think that makes people feel okay to then discuss what you guys are doing.
Right.
Like we're viewers of the show. We're watching it all go down, and you guys are talking about each other. So we're joining in on the conversation.
And they need the discourse. If there's no discourse happening, it's a bad show.
Right, exactly.
But that we did get to chat with people, and probably like an hour in, I looked at you and was like, okay, we gotta chat. We gotta say something to Andy. Like we gotta just like, hey, congratulations, like whatever. Like we can't, like we have, he's right here.
We have to.
He's mingling, he's chatting.
It was perfect timing.
He
was standing with Craig and Austin.
Yes, we were like that.
And we were like,
let's
perfect.
go.
Like we'll just go right up to them, and then we could just say like, congratulations, thank you so much for having us, which is what happened. And then I said to Craig, I was like, I whispered to him, I was like, Craig, how can we get a picture with Andy?
Yeah.
And he was like, just give me your phone and we'll take
like
a selfie. Like just take a selfie.
First he thought we were talking like an actual photo. We were like, no, selfie,
just take a selfie.
Like of all of us.
Yeah. And I was like, just, and then so he acted like it was his phone. He was like, let's get a picture. And I was like, okay, perfect. We were so excited.
Yeah.
And
one take, it was good.
It was good. Yeah. I mean, we were never going to ask for a second take.
No, I'm saying we would not have asked for a second take, but we just had to accept the quality of the first one.
Right, exactly.
And it ended up being a good picture.
Thank God.
So that was, thank God the first take was a good one.
When you get the picture back, you're like, fuck!
Yeah,
you can't redo it.
We're like, yes!
But, Paige and Amanda were there, and obviously looking great as ever. I love
as
talking
always.
to those two. They're so cool. And Paige is on this episode.
She is.
It's a very fitting Bravo theme for this episode. And it was a fun night. Like, I'm so glad we went. We had a great dinner after. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Catch steak, our fave.
Really fucking good.
It was so good. So that was
brought home those leftovers.
Yeah,
I have them.
You still have them?
I'm thinking about it all day. Gonna probably eat them for dinner tonight.
It's so fucking good. It was a blast. It was a great Wednesday night. Like I kind of forgot that it was Wednesday at one point. I was like,
I know.
Oh fuck.
I woke up this morning and was like, oh shit, Thursday?
Yeah.
Like not even Friday?
Right. Here we go again.
Not even Friday?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
And I wasn't even here on Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I asked, honestly, it was so good. And Catch Steak has these fucking pretzel breads with this like honey mustard,
it's
like
honey butter. Yeah, like honey mustard butter.
It's so fucking good. And I asked the waitress, I was like, can I like take the rest of this home? She was like, yeah, of course. So I do have the rest of the bread, and she did. I was worried about the butter.
She put it in
because I was like, is the butter gonna make it, or is it just gonna be the bread? The butter is in there. The butter is in there.
I knew the butter would be in there because they do deliver on Uber Eats.
Oh,
Catch Steak. So I feel like people hear Catch, right? And they, I feel like it's a famous restaurant. But if you're thinking about going to Catch, go to Catch Steak.
Yeah.
Like
in New York.
In New York. And they just opened up one in Miami.
Yes.
But Catch Steak is where it's at. Like every fucking thing on the menu is so fucking good.
It is.
Yeah, it was a great night.
God, I'm hungry just thinking about it.
I know.
Again.
Now I'm like, oh gosh,
my stomach's rumbling a little bit.
If only they opened for lunch.
Seriously,
you should have brought it.
No, I should have brought the leftovers. That would have been better.
Funny tidbit that's happening right now. Matt is in Alaska.
Yes,
because he lost a bet on Pick Central, which is a gambling show they do at Barstool that he's on every day. And all the guys on the show, they were doing a bet, whole thing, and the loser had to fly to Alaska. And so this man has just been in Alaska all week with somebody else at Barstool. And let me tell you, it looks beautiful. Mm-hmm. Alaska looks wonderful.
And good timing, because I don't think the winter months are quite the same.
No, he had a funny video.
he's getting the summertime.
About how late it like stays light out, like just bright at 10:30 at night, which is just jarring. Like being from here and then going to Alaska, and I'm sure somebody in Alaska is listening to this right now going, yep, this is what we're used to, but not us.
It makes me think of the proposal the movie, because that's like where they're supposed to be. And they have those big blackout shades to make the room dark, because in the summer months, the sun is just out all day long. You get like no dark hours.
You have to have like blackout curtains.
Oh yeah, no, the heavy duty.
Sarah, isn't your brother, doesn't he live in Alaska? They should meet up.
Wow.
What? How did we not know that?
I feel like I did know that and never like thought about it.
This whole time,
right now, this whole week,
this whole time, Matt's been in Alaska. We haven't known.
I forgot until this moment. I forgot.
He's far though. He's like insane.
Oh, okay. Now he's not in. Well, where is Matt in Anchorage?
Anchorage.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly enough, Loud Luxury is in Alaska at the same time.
What?
Yes.
And so
He's doing what? Like a show?
They're
he's
doing a
friends
show
with
in
them,
Anchorage.
and he's like, "Oh my God, we're going to get lunch. Like Loud Luxury's here." And I was like, "How random, but how amazing is that you have people in Alaska that you're friends with that you can go meet up with, because you're in fucking Alaska." Like you don't, that's so far. You don't know anybody there. I mean, one other person from Barstool is with him. So that his videos have been cracking me up. You gotta go
been very
watch
funny.
those. They're funny about Alaska. Before we went on break, I wanted to do something fun on the podcast, and I brought it up on my phone and everything, and then just totally forgot to do it. Went home that day, opened up my
Story of my life.
opened up my Safari and saw it, and I was like, I forgot. So for the past week, I've been trying to refine these questions, like refine them, because I can't find them anymore. All these questions that I found that were like very fun. Like they weren't like the classic, like they were fun questions that would be fun conversations to have. Cannot find them anywhere. Can't find them anywhere.
Oh, no.
And it's killing me, because I thought it'd be fun to do on Friday.
Can you go through your history?
No, I always clear it out. Like, you know, I just like,
Same.
Yeah, we talked about
OCD.
this. Like close out the tabs, clear out.
Yeah, but even you're just like, you're in the Safari history, you clear out all your history?
Just like, it's
I go to
just
the settings and clear all
Yeah,
history and data.
like,
after
it's like
every
a-
time I go into Safari.
What?
It's almost like muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like I like it to be like clean.
All your, like, every single time you open up Safari to like Google something?
No, not every time. But
No, I'm looking at Noah. Noah's saying,
Pretty much. Yeah.
what are you Googling that you have to,
Anything.
I don't
what are
think
you
that's-
browsing that you have to clear?
I don't
every
nothing.
single, okay, maybe like once a day, like,
I don't think you have to accuse them
Every
of doing
single
something
time.
weird if you clear it out. I think people have that, like,
Yeah.
because I'm not doing anything weird, but I just like will clear it out when I like am
Sometimes
on
I
there.
forget,
Sometimes,
but
yeah,
I just don't like to have like a lot of tabs. And
yeah, I feel the same way.
well, I understand tabs, but there's a difference between tabs and like, and deleting your app,
I'm
the
not hiding
history,
anything.
so that if you like put in a website, it doesn't remember that you
Look, see, I
were
didn't do it
at
this time.
past
Dr.
website.
Pepper is, you know.
I'm not
Yeah.
hiding anything either. You can go through my phone at any time if you want, but it's just like I don't know.
It's the same thing of like photos. Like I need to delete.
So like if
Yeah,
you go
like-
into your history like this is you have nothing here on these days.
Right now I have stuff
Yeah.
because I haven't cleared it out, but I'm going to clear it out now. Now that I'm reminded.
Yeah, see,
Even when I delete pictures, I'll go into recently deleted and then go delete them from
Same.
there. Like,
you don't delete your recently deleted,
No.
but then it's like you're not deleting it.
Well, it goes away after 30 days.
I know, but then what's the point? I don't like it. It's like why wouldn't you just keep
I
it?
have actually been in many a circumstance where I have deleted something by accident and been very grateful for the recently
Let
deleted.
me guess. You don't empty your trash either on your computer.
No.
He kind of said that like a burn. Let me
No.
guess, you don't empty your trash.
Also, like what's like on my computer? Like I'm not.
No, but I
I'm
feel
not.
like-
I'm rarely on my
I feel
laptop.
like you keep saying like what's on there, and it's like, but I don't have anything on. It's just a habit that I've been doing. Like I think for as long as I've had my iPhone. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why.
just clearing all
What
the
does your
history.
desktop look like on your computer? Is it like really like? Is there a bunch?
I don't
of
have
things on it?
anything on
I
there.
mean, when do you see Ria and I like on our
I don't
laptops? like right now my laptop has one use, and it's for me to watch Love Island UK
Yeah.
with a VPN, so I can get it because that's like the biggest screen.
You could do everything from
It's
your
the biggest
phone
screen
these
I can get
days.
it on.
You know.
Yeah, I've got an iPad. I mean, unless I'm like doing, I use it for like planning, trip planning. If I'm doing that stuff, like before Europe, I was doing a lot on my computer. Honeymoon stuff I've been doing on my computer. Yeah. I'm just not on my laptop a lot.
Yeah, I don't have it's like a simple desktop looking page, nice and clear.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Well, anyways, I didn't know
when I
this
do
was
my
gonna spark
taxes,
this
I'm on my.
I didn't know this
lap-
was going to spark this type of conversation. I had more of like fun questions because I ended up finding some.
Oh, so you did find it?
I didn't find it, but I found some, and now.
Can you explain what it was like? It was like a website or something?
Yeah, no, it was just like 30 questions to ask your friends, but they were like fun questions. And now I've been trying to look for those same 30 fun questions, and I can't find them anymore. They're the questions that I've been finding have been like, tell me your favorite memory about me, and like that's not. I don't find that to be like something we should do on the podcast. Yeah. I'm more like funny life things. So I do have a take I've been sitting on, and this question I feel like kind of goes with it, but I'm going to ask you guys the question first, okay? What is a take that you have that you would think nobody would agree with? Could be like something so simple. Even like food related.
Well, I know that I've said
I feel like
before,
Noah's got a bunch.
You want me to go first so that I can give an example?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Here's my take, and I don't think anybody will agree with me. I hate mac and cheese at restaurants. I really just like mac and cheese that's like Kraft mac and cheese, Velveeta, Annie's, that type of mac and cheese. But I don't like gourmet mac and cheese.
I don't really hate that, like, as a take.
It's a take I've been sitting on.
I also feel like there's probably plenty. What's tough about this question is it has to be so outrageous that you can't fathom anyone else agreeing with it, And I think people would agree with you on that. I think people would prefer the box mac and cheese.
Really?
Not all the time.
I feel like, but I just feel like when
I think people would say, "Oh, I like that more."
I feel like when people go to restaurants, they're always like, "Oh my God, there's mac and cheese on the menu. I need that," and they like get it as a side. And I never want the mac and cheese as a side.
I do enjoy a gourmet mac and cheese.
It's
filling.
So it fills you up. I feel like.
Like I'm just like I don't want that as a side. Yeah. Don't give me the mac and cheese.
You know
as
what?
a side.
I don't like the fancy when they put other stuff in it. That's when they lose me.
Oh no!
I don't want a lobster mac and cheese. I want like if I'm gonna get a gourmet mac and cheese, like a fancy mac and cheese, I just want like shells and maybe a little Parmesan bread crumb crust.
I don't like that. See,
which I like.
Yeah. See, now we're disagreeing.
Yeah,
don't like that at all.
Shit, I don't really know what I don't know.
I've said it before, I think on the podcast, but the best condiment to pair with carrots is mustard.
Yes, you have said that.
I
honestly
don't think any like that is one where I think maybe not a lot of people would agree.
That is a good one. Well, you know what sent people up in arms this week was Jason Kelsey on New Heights was talking about how like he washes the hot spots, and when he's in the shower, he's not like washing his legs and feet all the time.
Yeah.
And
I did see that. He's like, who washes their feet?
Who washes their feet? Like, and I will say, I probably fall more on Jason's side in the fact that a majority of my showers are hot spots. Like every day, you're getting the pits, you're getting the privates, you're getting the good spots. Mm-hmm. Now, if I had a gross day, I'm getting everywhere. I'm getting my feet, I'm getting my legs, like the whole thing. But not every shower.
And I am here to agree with you.
Yeah.
And if somebody sits there and goes, "No, that's fucking disgusting.
You wash your fucking feet every time you're in the shower.
You don't wash your feet every time you're in the shower." You're a liar.
But also
you're going to tell me that you get in the bottoms, in the little crevices of your feet every time you're in the shower? No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You're lying.
I totally agree with you. When I feel like my feet have been through some shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm real dirty.
Totally.
If I'm sweating a lot, I'll get in there.
How do you do it, by the way? Do you like... Because you have to balance. Do you like put your hand like this when you're like bottom of your
Probably
feet?
one hand against the wall like this, palm under.
Because it's like it's more work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so with you. I think people who say they wash their feet every time they're in the shower, liars.
I know.
Big fat liars.
All right.
And only the brave admit that they don't.
I stand with you, Jason.
And Travis said he doesn't either.
The soap that comes off your
Travis
body.
Travis was more hesitant to admit it. Jason was like, "Come on, Travis, you do not fucking wash your feet."
And that is what I love. Honesty, because people will lie and they'll judge you and they want to make you seem like a little stinky.
Yep.
But here's the fact of the matter. You don't smell.
Yeah.
So I don't care that you don't wash your feet.
Yep.
Whatever.
And really, like, especially, for the people that shower often enough, that's fine. There's some people that maybe you don't, like, if you're showering only a couple times a week, like, I don't know, like, if we're getting crazy here, then yes, please wash your entire body top to bottom. But, like, the normal people who shower once a day, whatever, like, and if you're not washing your hair, whatever, but you're washing your body, like, you're getting the hot spots.
You're getting the hot spots. And I'll say this. I shower majority of the week twice a day.
Same.
Yeah.
But that's if you work out. Right?
Majority of the week, I will say. No. I always shower at night. Always.
No matter what.
No matter what, I have to shower before getting into bed.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
I'm not get into bed.
Like a nice hot shower before.
I can't get into bed without showering. I can't. Like, I just can't. I can't do it.
Marty?
Did you guys have parents that like were adamant about showering or washing like every day? Because I think that's ingrained in my brain from my parents is that like growing up, it was such a hard and fast rule, like with 3 kids that it was like every other day. And that was like our thing. It was like every other day we had to shower. Because also it's like when you're like 10 years old, you're like, ugh, a bath, annoying.
Yeah, I don't remember any shower rules, but my parents both, to my knowledge, showered twice a day. From what I remember.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe that's where I picked up on that. But I'm very like hardcore have to shower at night. Even when I come home from like the bar or like a club, like I remember when that
that one makes more sense to me because you like feel gross
when she was like, if you don't shower after the bar or club, what are you doing? And everyone was like, I'm fucked up, I'm not getting in the shower. I still managed to get myself in the shower. I don't know how. I'm just like, I gotta get in there because I feel so much better like sleeping in. I will say this though, if I'm not at my apartment, like say I'm staying in a hotel somewhere or an Airbnb, I'm not as hard fast on the rule of like, I have to shower before I get into this bed.
Yeah, it's like when we're at the Jersey Shore, you're going to be like, all right, guys, good night.
No, no, like that's what I'm thinking. Like I wouldn't do that. Like I would just be like, I'm just going to bed, but my like daily routine at home would be.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I shower most of the time. I shower once a day.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's it. Some days if I have a real lazy day where I'm not doing anything, I haven't broken a single sweat, I've done nothing, I won't shower.
I felt crazy the other day because I had one of those days.
Yeah.
And I had to tell myself like, do not shower. Like I didn't leave my apartment. This was last week when I came home. I didn't leave my apartment. Yeah, I didn't leave my apartment. I showered at night, woke up, didn't leave my apartment literally all day. And I was like tapping. I'm like, do I take a shower right now or not? Like, I didn't do any, like, do I take? And then I didn't. And I was like, this is, in my head, I was like, this feels crazy. Yeah. But I like felt good about it. I was like, you know what? I'm proud of myself for not feeling like I have to take a shower right now.
Even when and what's also annoying is like my hair, even when I'm not washing it and I'm showering, like no matter what I do, it gets like gross and the shower makes it worse. And then I feel like I have to get back in and wash my hair. Like I'm trying to not wash my hair every single time, every single day.
Yeah.
But like my hair is just too fine where if I'm on like day 2 hair and I'm getting in the shower to just like body wash,
the moisture will just hit it.
Yep.
What? How about Joe? Is he a morning or a night?
Joe showers so many times. He'll shower multiple times during the day. Always morning.
Always morning. Matt, same thing.
Always.
I think
I'm that way
guys love a morning shower.
I can't leave my apartment. If I didn't, like, it wakes me up.
Yeah, no,
that makes sense. Matt says the same thing. He's like, I gotta get in the shower right away when I wake up because it just wakes you up. I think because you're always letting the water hit your hair, so you're really getting the full.
Boys can always go under.
They can always go under, so you're getting the full wake up. I don't necessarily get that wake up feeling.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fully going.
So you just like.
Yeah,
my
trying to
head.
fucking
I
protect your
literally
hair the
wrap
whole
my
time.
hair up
It's so annoying.
I wrap my hair up and I'm like bobbing like side to side, like washing myself.
That's crazy.
That's why the as trendy and cool as the rain shower heads are, it's a real pain in the ass when you're trying to not get your hair wet. Especially when, like, you're in a beautiful
Me
hotel
either.
and they have the one, it's like in the center of the shower. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous. But you get in, you're fucking bent at a 90-degree angle the whole time backwards, trying to like wash your body and not get your hair wet.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Totally on the same page as you. Every time I see a rain shower, I'm like, damn it.
I know.
Like,
But also, like,
It makes
doesn't-
showering for a girl so much harder.
Like, the pressure feels good when it's like shooting.
yes.
So it's like, if it's a rain shower, I don't feel it.
The pressure's not as hard either.
Yep.
And you know what? I'd like to say, good conversation here. If Jason and Travis can talk about showering on their podcast, then this is not a stupid conversation.
No, not at all. Not at all. And now I realize I haven't really given out a take at all, and I still can't really think of. Because I kind of just copied Jason.
I think you could piggyback. I think you could piggyback
off of it.
It's brave.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And I stand with you, and I stand with Jason, and I stand with
Yeah.
all the people being honest.
Yep.
Because I think there's a lot of liars out there.
Yeah, that's true.
There's people out there that have been like, I always wash my feet, and I'm like, you look like you've never showered before.
Yeah.
So I don't believe you.
Right.
Anyways, let's get into the topics for today's show because the Traitors cast was announced. Traitors. Yes, the Traitors cast was announced. Season 3. Cannot freaking wait for that. We're going to talk about Mr. Jax Taylor's tweets. J-Lo.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, J-Lo and Ben, their house was put up on Zillow. And Tom Cruise apparently gifts Dakota Fanning a birthday gift every year. We'll talk about that. And we have a great interview with Paige DeSorbo.
And trivia.
And we have a great game of
And
trivia.
trivia.
Traitors. So let's get into it.
Jam-packed show.
Okay, here's the thing. You guys know how much we love Abercrombie. I'm wearing my Abercrombie jeans right now. But not only do they have the best jeans, they have the best dresses. I have a ton of Abercrombie dresses that are waiting to be worn in my closet right now. I actually wore a cute little white one yesterday. It was like a dress / romper, had some shorts underneath, but looked like a dress. I got so many compliments on it. And guess what? It's from Abercrombie. It's the dress destination, a dress-destination, if you will. I like that little play, Abercrombie. And I have been so impressed with all of the dresses all season long that I can't wait to wear them all summer, and especially the wedding dress shop, the wedding guest dresses. Also, if you are in that bridal era right now, they have tons of dresses for that. And beyond their dresses, they're the best place to go for summer shorts, tops, activewear, and everything. I get all my shorts from Abercrombie, all my jeans. So visit Abercrombie.com or download the Abercrombie app and say yes to all the dresses and shorts and tops and leggings and everything Abercrombie has to offer, because they just have it all, and we are wearing it all summer long, all season, all year long. So use code AFCHICKS to get an additional 15% off at checkout from June 7th to June 10th. Offer valid in US and Canada. Exclusions apply. See details online. Once again, AFCHICKS to get an additional 15% off from June 7th till June 10th. Traitors cast has been revealed.
It has.
I
It's a
am
good one.
fucking pumped. Boston Rob coming to claim his title once again.
Yeah.
This man, Parvati was on the last season, Boston Rob on this season. That's the way to do it. This is how you do it. That's how I feel.
This is how you do it.
I think it's a good cast besides a select few.
Yeah, there's I have some qualms. Not many. Qualms about it. One of them being Tom fucking Sandoval. I got
the list right here.
I'm over it.
I'm going to read off this
Yeah,
list.
read it off.
Okay, we got Rob Mariano, Survivor,
Yeah.
Boston Rob, coming in hot. Yes!
My cousin.
I'm... My
I'm just gonna start
paisan.
telling people that.
Yeah, you should.
Because people do ask if we're related, and I always say no.
That would be
Maybe I'll just start lying.
That'd be fucking awesome
Yeah.
if Boston Rob was at your wedding.
Right.
That'd be sick. Dorinda Medley, Real Housewives of New York City. Chrishell, Selling Sunset. Brittany Hayes, Big Brother. Danielle Reyes, Big Brother. Bob the Drag Queen, RuPaul's Drag Race. Wells Adams, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. Chanel Ayan, The Real Housewives of Dubai. Gabby Windy. Gabby Windy's coming to Tampa.
I saw someone say Gabby Windy's coming to Traitors.
Dylan Efron, Zac Efron's brother. Tony Vlachos, Survivor. Jeremy Collins, Survivor. Dolores Catania, Housewives of New Jersey. Robin Dixon, Housewives of Potomac. Bob Harper, The Biggest Loser. Where's he been? You know?
Yeah, great cue.
Yeah. Ciara Miller, Summer House.
Yep.
Lord Ivar Mountbatten,
He's a lord.
British Royal. Caroline Weiger, Survivor. Sam Ashgari, Britney Spears' ex-husband, sorry. Tom Sandoval, Vanderpump Rules, of course, and Nikki Garcia.
Yeah.
WWE, we know Nikki.
Yeah.
I think it's a great cast. Listen, there are some people out there that may say, Tom Sandoval, he still deserves opportunities, blah, blah, blah. And I'm here to say, I don't want to watch him on Traitors because it's one of my favorite shows and I don't want to see him.
And it's not even Scandival aside. I just don't enjoy him on television.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't find him, just as I would have said if somebody else I just wasn't a fan of ended up on this cast. Just can't deal with his whining on another television program that I enjoy.
I know.
So I'm hoping that he isn't a big player because that's going to be really annoying. But it's an interesting Bravo group. I like Dorinda, Dolores, great. Robin, I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed maybe from the Housewives choices. I feel like obviously there's so many to choose from that I don't know. Anybody Dolores is a great one, of course, but maybe somebody else from New Jersey or
Joe Gorga would have been good.
Salt Lake City, I think some of them would have been really good.
Yeah, that's true too.
So throw Lisa or Meredith on to, I don't know, or Beverly Hills, or even an X one, put Lisa Rinna on there.
Right.
There's some that I feel like maybe that's what we got. I'm pumped for Sierra. That's awesome. I think that's so cool. Granted, we reached out because we wanted to maybe have her come on the show after the Summer House season, but I think they're filming now.
Yeah.
So that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, super cool. So excited for Sierra. Here's the thing. They can't just get the good people out immediately because then this will fall off quickly.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Survivor people, the ones that are on it? Because I'm useless. Survivor and Big Brother, I know literally nothing about, and I can't believe there's not one person from the challenge on the show.
I think because two people from the challenge won last time. I think that maybe that's why they were all right, but which wouldn't be fair.
I feel like that's why should that be a thing?
Listen, that's not. They didn't say that was a thing.
Yeah,
I'm saying that maybe that's the thing. But I think Boston Rob is fantastic in any show that he's on. He was just on Deal or No Deal Island, which I'm not finished with yet. I have been. I'm not I don't know if it ended yet because I've been watching spaced
sporadically.
out. Tony was good on Survivor, so I think they have good Survivor people on there. So I'm excited about that. But if those people go home right away, I think my interest might dwindle, depending, because there were a lot of pleasant surprises in the last season that we didn't know we'd end up liking. But totally. Granted, a lot of the people that we did like were making it very far. I'm excited to see Gabby on there, Gabby Windy.
I'm excited for Gabby. Wells is great. I mean, that middle age group, the people in their 30s, I think is a great assembly of people.
Right.
Chrishell is great. honestly, like, kudos to Dylan Efron, because I feel like he must have just really wanted to go on this show. And they were like, all right,
fine.
Because I just feel like there's I mean, who knows? I could be talking out of my ass right now, but I can't imagine that the casting directors for this show were like, you know who we need to get? Dylan Efron. You know, I have to imagine maybe like an agent, somebody reaches out and they're like, Dylan really wants to fucking get on this show. And they're like, great. Yeah. We'll take Dylan. That's awesome.
They just picture up, struggled him a million times.
He's another handsome fella.
Yeah, I mean, he's Zac Efron's brother. The one that I really, really, really do not understand is Britney Spears' ex-husband.
Yeah.
How the fuck did this guy get put on this show?
Yeah.
No, seriously. And now I need Britney Spears to like comment on the Traitors casting.
But
I
it's
need
just
her
like,
to make an Instagram post where she's
toxic
like,
toxic choice.
Oh God. Oops, they did it again.
That crossed my mind too.
This whole thing is just one big circus.
Yeah.
Good.
He's a womanizer.
These people don't know how lucky they are to be on this show.
And she's just a girl.
Oh, God.
Classic. When are we taking his mic away?
Let me tell you.
I'm kidding.
The fact
just
that...
jokes. We love Noah.
The fact that there is potential for, like, Sam Asghari to be having, like, a sit-down conversation.
Is he furiously Googling Britney Spears songs over there?
Probably.
Are you?
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm working on something.
Oh, okay.
He
was
he looked
so
locked in.
close.
He did look locked in.
No, that came. I know her songs well enough. I didn't need to look that up.
Good. I know her whole catalog.
We're just slaves for you, okay?
In high school and middle school. Wait, what'd you say?
I said we're just slaves for you. Really, we are. Look at our scheduling today. We are
slaves
to Noah.
Noah bosses us around and doesn't tell us.
Okay. Anyway, what I was saying? Okay, I was saying the fact that we could be watching a show where Sam could be having like a sit down conversation with like Chanel about like Britney Spears is crazy. Like the potential conversations that could come from this cast is absolutely wild.
Like think about the pairings. Think about Gabby Windey sitting down with Sam and being like, I could see her being like, I'm gonna.
Do you think there's any like potential romance possibilities here? Sierra and Dylan Efron?
Oh, that would be great. That would be
because I know because everyone obviously freaked out. Like last season, we had Ekin-Su and Peter. Like that was post season though.
Yeah,
like, wasn't necessarily during the show. I feel like, but you never know. You could find romance with the Traitors.
The Traitors. No, but we have. Sorry, my brain just short-circuited for a second because I'm thinking about it. They can't make Tom Sandoval a traitor. I'm sorry, I like not to just jump from the Sierra conversation. But my brain just quickly went to that. They can't make Tom Sandoval a traitor because he would be way too obvious as a traitor.
And also like too much fucking power. Sorry.
Too much power, but
I don't want to watch him have any power.
I almost feel like he's going to go far. He's going to go far because they're going to know that he's not a traitor because he's going to be like, guys, they're not going to make me a traitor. I'm such a traitor.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be a spin. But he has that on his side. He's like such a liar that he can kind of lie about like, why would they make me a traitor? You guys all fucking know how much of a liar I am.
And I would buy that because I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Why would they make you a traitor? That's the most obvious traitor choice. You are a traitor.
The most logical reasoning there would be everyone to get together and be like, look, we can't believe a word that comes out of this guy's mouth.
Yeah,
he's got to go.
Let's just get him out anyway. He's not a traitor, but we need to get him out.
Exactly.
Remember when Joe Manganiello was on here and he just went, Traitors. Best moment of the interview. Yeah. Can we just
so many people
put in
really
a soundbite of him going Traitors over and over again, make it into a remix?
Traitors, 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 traitors. I love traitors. Traitors, traitors.
Are you kidding me?
Traitors, traitors.
Love Alan Cumming.
Traitors.
I love traitors.
Also, it's been so fun to watch, but also has made me so jealous at the same time because we fucking got invited. But all the content from the trip to the house. Like Remy Bader's posted a ton from the trip, and it looked so fucking awesome. And like she posted a video today that like it's her and like Anna Kendrick went on this trip because it was like so many people. I just feel like fucking love Traitors, no matter who you are. And I'm like, imagine we just were in this house with them.
You know what? First of all the videos, I was so jealous. But you know what we sound like when we say we were invited? That Madison Beer video when she was like, I was supposed to be in the music video.
I was supposed to be there.
Which she got so much shit for. But like, I don't know why she got so much shit because I 100% believe she was supposed to be in the music video. Yeah. And people would be like, there's no way she was supposed. She's Madison fucking Beer. Yeah. Like, she was supposed to be in the music video. But it's just that classic, I was supposed to be in the music video. You know?
Imagine we were lying about being
invited to the Traitors
to Scotland. Oh, gosh.
It would have been sick.
Yeah, but I'm so fucking excited.
Could have been. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be a fantastic season.
Yeah.
Would you guys go on the show? Like, as contestants?
Would we go on?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, 100%.
You should campaign. I feel like you guys could get on for the next season.
I don't know. I'm so glad you think so highly.
I was going to say that's a massive compliment, but I don't think
we got Britney Spears' ex who
I don't think we're in the stratosphere at all.
Yeah.
Like at all.
No,
really?
yeah. I don't even think we're close. I don't even think we I think if our
I think we live in the world where they invite us to spend a couple days, a few weeks before the show starts,
which is still a huge compliment.
No, absolutely. But film content like I think if our names got brought up to them, they'd spit. They go, yeah,
on Traitors.
Yeah,
you kidding me?
Ria and Fran, Traitors.
Who are they? All right, moving on. Mr. Jax Taylor on Twitter.
Yeah.
Was this man, he's, first of all, if we talk about the finale of The Valley, he's such a fraud.
I haven't finished the season yet.
Okay, sorry. I won't.
No, just talk about it. I'm fine. I've seen shit on TikTok anyway, so it's totally fine.
I want to say how he told Brittany he was making an appointment to go see a therapist, and Brittany was like, I will tell you right here in this confessional that he is not going to go to that appointment. And then it just goes to Jackson. He goes, I didn't go. And he said it was far. Like, he just I just can't with him. And so yesterday he tweeted out like, wait until you guys find out who Brittany's been sleeping with for the past 4 months. Deleted it. That's been long gone. So much to the point that I thought it was a fake tweet. Yeah. But it was resurfaced so many times by a lot of Bravo accounts. I was like, okay, this can't be fake.
Yeah.
And then somebody tweeted at him last night asking where they stand. And he was like, we're working things out. Like, what you saw was filmed months ago. It's like, this man is unhinged. Yeah, he's tweeting about who Brittany's been sleeping with. He's seen with another woman. And now he's tweeting that they're working things out. For the love of God, for both of their sake, don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Find a way to be co-parents.
Just
don't work it out.
Just
don't.
Do not.
Don't. Yeah. It ain't gonna work with this man.
No.
It ain't gonna work.
No. And also it's like, oh, that happened months ago when you were filming. Okay, but all the separation news came out, what, 6 weeks ago? Like around that time, like when the show started? Or I guess maybe like 2 months ago, so it's like pre-show.
He's such a loser. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. And he like...
It's a wild thing to tweet out.
And honestly, it is really crazy that Brittany had to leave the house with their kid and he stayed in the house. And he is like, I'm such a good dad. I'm such a good dad. I'm such a good dad.
It's the most Jax Taylor move ever.
A good dad, in my opinion, would say, I don't want to take my baby out of its environment.
Yep.
So I will leave the house. And Brittany, you stay here with Cruz. Because this is what Cruz is used to. This is his environment. This is his house.
He's just used to money.
It's
all about the
money.
Like
you making, like if you're such a good dad, wouldn't you be like, no, you stay here with him. He needs this house.
Apparently his bar is getting riddled with bad reviews. I don't know if that's like fans who are just don't like him that are doing that to hurt the business or if it's like people that have actually gone and have said like this place is trash.
Yeah, barely edible.
Yeah,
I heard.
I saw that too.
I read.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't plan on
Not
checking
great.
it out.
Not
so.
great. But I mean, I'm sure he must be happy of just how popular the show was. You know?
Yeah, it was a hit. It was definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Moving on, very quick update because I don't think we can keep talking about these two. J-Lo and Ben Affleck, their house was put up on Zillow. It was a $60 million home.
Yeah, you can really get the full tour. It's only a matter of time, it feels, at this point, you know?
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe her new movie was streamed a lot, though.
That's good.
Yeah. Had a good debut on Netflix.
It's not all bad, J-Lo.
No.
It was almost like a little pat on the head that you just gave J-Lo there. Oh, but honey,
yeah.
you streamed your movie.
At least they're watching Atlas.
Your life is falling apart, but think about the streams.
I know you guys talked about it on Monday. I just still can't believe that she canceled that whole tour.
Yeah. What do you think? Why do you think? What was your assumption?
I don't think she was selling enough tickets.
So we talked about that, but then I saw a TikTok that someone said it was 75% sold out.
Really?
Which I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
You know, you can never, it's so hard these days to fact
I feel
check.
like all I had seen was that she was removing certain cities, had multiple nights. She wasn't doing that anymore and other things. So I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine she absolutely could bring in the people to see. It's just I think maybe there was a lot of resale tickets for cheap too.
Yeah.
And so it's when you can't really control the resale market also. It's yes, maybe 75% was sold, but how much of those tickets are on the resale markets right now? How much you could go on and be oh, I'll buy this ticket for $20. You know what I'm saying? There was certain cities where I think, yes, tickets were sold in the initial sale, but now I think a lot of them were resale.
And I think for J-Lo, she probably rather
there's a
just
lot going
cancel
on.
the whole thing than be have people talk about how there's tickets up
right.
for resale for $20.
For me, she's such a workhorse, and I mean that as a compliment. She grinds, and I think she put her heart and soul into this new album and the movie and everything. So I feel it clearly the situation with Ben is not good, but I can't see that alone being the reason she would cancel an entire tour.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree, and I
don't know.
We're never gonna know the stone cold answer.
Yeah,
but more and more comes out about these two, and at this point, I think we see it written. We see it written out for us.
Yeah.
Last topic.
$60 million.
Yeah, $60 million.
Crazy. Well, they bought it in May of 2023 for $60 million.
Yeah.
And then I guess it's just back up on Zillow right now. 17 bedrooms. Guess how many bathrooms are in this house?
30.
What?
Did you read this article before?
Wait, is that real?
I saw you went like this.
Oh, I almost said 30. Yeah, 30.
I thought that was an insane thing to say. I was going to say 10.
No, that's because 17 bedrooms.
I saw her about to say
30
bathrooms.
bathrooms.
I knew.
How is that even?
Yeah, that's insane.
Why
That's
do you need 30?
Far too many bathrooms.
Well, it's every bedroom had that's a hell of a lot of powder rooms.
Yeah.
A lot of bathrooms by the pool, maybe bathrooms
True.
inside, bathrooms in the movie theater, bathroom in
right.
the bar,
Bathroom
in every room, and parking for 80 vehicles. 80.
Maybe they have a lot of guests. Parties.
Yeah. So you think of a garage. 43,000 square feet. My God, that's fucking
Holy
massive.
shit.
Oh yeah, so it had a one-of-a-kind indoor sports complex with a basketball, pickleball, gym, and boxing ring. Also a sports bar, outdoor lounge, zero-edge pool, and extensive grounds. So there's probably a bathroom for all of those.
Right.
For all of those places.
I wouldn't want to be alone in a house like that.
Yeah. Very private, though. Gated neighborhood, private.
Well, I'm sure they're never even really alone. I'm sure they have security.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or staff.
Yeah, they have staff.
They have staff.
They have staff, of course. Well, yeah. Do you think J-Lo's ever just alone?
Yeah.
No, she has staff. Wild. Last topic. Tom Cruise apparently gifts Dakota Fanning a birthday gift every year and gave Dakota Fanning her first cell phone when she was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And people had a lot to say about this. You brought up a great point in which I forgot that he played her dad.
Yeah.
So at that time, I guess him gifting her a phone isn't so weird.
Right. It was after War of the Worlds, and I think her birthday was like on while they were filming War of the Worlds, and she had said she just feels like maybe she was just talking so much, and Tom Cruise is truly just, in my personal opinion, I find him to just be like kind of an alien. You know?
Yeah.
In a way that like he is human for sure, but there's other rules that apply to Tom Cruise.
Alien qualities.
And for him, I feel like you're like, this girl won't shut up about how she wants a Motorola Razr. I'll get her one, you know?
He must have gotten permission from her parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe not.
Is he playing for the plan?
Who knows?
Yes. That's true. I mean, Dakota Fanning was doing really well at that age, so I think they probably could afford the phone.
So, and then now every year since, he sends her shoes, because also on set, I guess she had said that she was around the age where she was first able to fit into adult size shoes, and she was really fucking pumped about that. And so he gifted her shoes for every birthday. He sends her a pair of shoes, which is objectively nice on paper. And I feel like I have heard other people talk about Tom Cruise's gifts. I think he is a gift giver, but I think he is a gift giver to people that are like not necessarily in his inner circle.
Right, because people then brought up the fact that I'm pretty sure he doesn't talk with his own daughter.
No, but that's so. I mean, let me tell you, that situation is hard to comment on because I don't know what the fuck happened there. But the Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman's kids, they don't talk to either of them. I don't think. I don't think Nicole Kidman has any interaction with them. I don't think Tom Cruise has any interaction with them.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I forget that they even have kids.
I didn't know. Yeah, like I feel like I totally blanked out that Tom Cruise had other kids.
They adopted children when they were together, and now like Nicole Kidman really only ever talks about her children with Keith Urban. Like and they're probably my age-ish.
Did they find new adoptive parents? Did they say screw these adoptive parents?
I don't know what.
Ones?
Yeah, I don't know what they did.
Wait, are their last names Cruise? Or did they drop
no,
it?
I don't think. I don't.
All these celebrity kids hate their parents, huh?
From what I can gather, I feel like I've always seen bits and pieces, but the Scientology thing was definitely a thing. Like I think maybe the kids had followed Tom into like the Scientologist world, and now I don't really know what kind of relationship they all have, but there was a moment, I think, when Nicole Kidman was receiving an award. Nicole Kidman's AFI Life Achievement Award. She had mentioned her kids with Keith Urban, but not her other kids. So I think I don't know. There's like, it's very blurry. We don't really know for sure. They're not really in the spotlight. Yeah. Like they kind of do their own thing.
Right.
But yes, that is a kind of a forgotten story there, that not only does he have his daughter with Katie Holmes, there's also his children with Nicole Kidman.
Which is an added layer. And, I feel like this kind of blew up because it was like, okay, is this nice? Is this weird? Does it have to be weird? Could it just be nice?
Yeah.
Like if he, like, I originally it was like, why? Because that was my reaction. And then you had said, well, he played her dad. Yeah. And it was around that. And I was like, okay, I could see that more.
And I guess if you like kind of start to do it.
When do you stop?
Like you're like, oh, 18, no more gifts from old Uncle Tom.
Right. When like at what point do you stop?
At what point do you stop sending the shoes?
And Tom Cruise has so much money that he can really just send shoes for his entire life.
Right. So, and I do think I've heard like other people allude to extravagant or like nice gifts that Tom Cruise has gifted maybe at the end of projects or for certain, birthdays or things like that. So he's probably got a good assistant who helps him with making sure the right gifts are sent out at the right time. And his other celebrity friends have talked about them. Now, is he making sure all of his children are getting gifts at the right time and doing that? We don't know because they're not out here praising or talking about the gifts.
Right, because honestly,
other famous people are going to talk about the gifts.
And honestly, at the end of the day, the kids aren't going to be like, yeah, he sends me a gift every year on my birthday. He's so great.
Right.
They want a dad. They
no,
don't
I
want just
totally.
a gift,
I, like Glenn Powell's going to be look, the gift Tom's old Tommy boy is sending me for my birthday, or like at the end of Top Gun, like sick gifts.
But he's not my dad.
Yeah.
So I'll say it's sick.
Yeah.
I think all good points there.
Yep.
All right, that wraps up the topics.
This interview is presented by Coors Light. Life's too short to let weekdays get you worked up. Choose chill and reach for a nice ice cold Coors Light instead. Gonna crack this bad boy open. Oh yeah, we are in business. This is cold. The mountains are blue. It's cold in my hand. Delicious. You're gonna choose chill and reach for a Coors Light. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open that ice cold Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. So maybe you had a stressful week at work. You're getting a little worked up. You were traveling. That can be stressful, whether you're getting caught up in long security lines or having one of those work days where you feel like nothing's going your way. Well, you can choose chill in those moments. Get home, relax, open up your fridge, pull out a nice ice cold Coors Light, take a sip, sit back, and choose chill. Even a weekday can feel like a Friday when you choose chill and reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Queen Paige DeSorbo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so
with
much
your
for
capris.
having me. Thank you. I literally picked this outfit out last night because I was like, what's like very chicks in the office where it's like, we're cool, we're cash, but like we're stunning.
Love it.
Because that's the vibe I feel when I come here.
Oh, thank you. I'm obsessed with this outfit. And
Gosh, I wish I felt that vibe when I came here.
It's really just you two. I don't know about anyone else that works here, but like
purple room.
Even just for me, I struggle getting dressed in the morning.
Well,
so.
you look adorable.
Thanks.
No, you guys always look so cute. And you guys are like in your white era.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, like you guys can wear white for the whole year.
This is
we can.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be like, I'm only wearing white. Like how some people.
Love wearing white.
No, I love wearing white, but I'm not going to be like, I'm only
right.
wearing
It's
a white
because
dress. I'm wearing a white dress right now, but that is not on purpose.
It's because we wear so much black.
Yes, I do wear. Because there's something about.
Yeah, in the winter, it's just you're wearing black, and then the summer you're like, okay, I'll wear white.
Really love the capris though.
Thank you.
I told
Amazon.
you. Yes, I'm very excited to buy them because as a fellow short girl, 5'3",
It's all about the shin.
yeah.
It's all about the shin placement.
And
of
I
where
don't
they are.
have great calves. You know what I mean? So
I'm sure you do.
Thank you, but you're giving me the confidence that I need
can do
to,
it.
You could
to buy a
absolutely wear
capri.
They're like $7, and if you hate them, you can literally throw them away.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the encouragement. We are so happy you're here. We've been.
It's been so long.
It has been long.
I feel like we have so much. The only time. Also, let me just bring this up because I'm very jealous about it. There have been multiple times in the past few months that Craig's like, oh yeah, sorry, just like in a group chat with like chicks in the office and Noah, and we're just like laughing so hard. And I'm like, pardon? I'm like, but you're not funny. Like, you must just be laughing at them because they're certainly not laughing at you. What are you saying?
Wait, that is so funny because I will say our group chat pops off.
I've heard it. I'm like, who are you talking to? He's like, sorry, just Fran and Ria. Just like, we have so much to talk about. I'm like what?
Well, first of all, no one loves to gossip more than he does.
No.
So if we ever have
and
a
then
question,
you add us into the group.
if we first of all, Ria and I text about it first.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we just watched this. Like, we gotta ask Craig.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, something happened recently where I was like dying to text Craig.
Yeah.
And he ended up texting us, and I was like, yes, Craig, I've been wanting to text you, and I'm so happy you texted us.
I love that.
And then, but
so
every
much.
time we are like texting in a group chat and we're gossiping, I'm like, it would be awesome if Paige was in this group. Like she would add.
I mean,
I'm
me in.
gonna add you in because I was like, I feel like she would be loving this right now.
You know what's funny is like, you know, like obviously you guys have fiancés. So like, you know, when something happens in your life, like the first person you want to tell, whether it's like good or bad or funny, you're like, I gotta call my boyfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously I have that with Craig, but it's such a different situation because he loves gossip so much more than anyone I've ever dated in my life. And being on Bravo with him, I always say, like, what a weird high school that we're in that, like, we just, like, never graduate from. And so, like, when things happen in the Bravo world and I'm like, no, I have to call my boyfriend right now, I'm going to freak out. Like, I need to know anything.
No, it's literally the best feeling ever. And my fiance is sort of the same way because he works at Barstool. And it's kind of
like the gossip is
like, it's like,
so layered.
Yeah, like, listen to this. But it is funny because the same situation where I'm like, oh my God, Craig just said this. And Marty will be like, because him and Craig, they'll text a lot too. He's like, wait, like, I love Craig. Like, what's he saying?
He just also refers to us as like the girls now, which we love. Like, he's like, I'm talking to the girls.
It's so funny. Well, we have to add you in because honestly, I feel like
there's a
good
lot
stuff
of tea.
And I get some good comments off in there. You know, like I've learned that like I could let it fly, and I think I could definitely let it fly with you too.
And with Craig, I feel like I've beaten him down so much that like now he gets like sarcastic humor and like, we're Italian, we're gonna make fun of you, we're gonna call shit out. So he can hang now.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see at our one of the live shows that we did when they were the guests that we put his workout video on and we put your comments up and we just roasted him for like 20 minutes?
Joy to my day. I loved it so much because sometimes I think he thinks I'm just really harsh because I'm the one dating him. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. And every girl is thinking, what the fuck is this guy? And I'm just the one that, if I don't tell you, who's going to tell you?
Exactly.
I don't want you walking around just looking ridiculous. I have to tell you.
Sometimes also men need their female friends to be like, okay, whoa.
Put it in here.
We're also very similar.
Absolutely. There was a situation recently where one of the guys in this office, his fiance texted me and she was like, Ria, have you seen Dana today? And I was like, no, I saw him, but I didn't like look too closely. And she was like, next time you see him, please take a look at his shirt and let me know what you think. And so I texted her immediately after I saw his shirt and I was like, this is so bad. And she was like, please tell him it's really bad. And I was like, Dana, that is seriously one of the worst shirts a guy could ever wear. And then my fiance was like, Dana, trust me, she made me throw mine out like literally a year ago because it's the shirts that are like cut off sweatshirts, like they're t-shirts, but they have
a
the
hood
Craig
and
has
the strings.
and
I think they're the worst shirts a guy could wear. And I was like, Dana, I was like, this. I was roasting him, and I was
like a cut off sweatshirt.
Yes,
I was texting his fiance, and she was like, thank you so much. Like, we accomplished this together. Like, they'll never wear these shirts ever again.
The amount of flip-flops I've just chucked in the garbage. And Craig will be like, where'd they go? I'm like, I don't know. I'll help you look for it, though. But I don't know.
They just flopped right out of here.
And the funniest thing was Dana said to Marty, he was like, I've seen you wear these shirts before. He goes, yeah, until Ria made me throw them out.
Because is it the one that has like the horn on it? Like, is it the same brand?
I don't know if it's the same brand, but it's just
and I feel like it's like the Rock like brand. I'm like, okay,
that is something
you
he
guys
would wear.
All wear
You're
these.
not a wrestler.
Yeah, like he's not gonna become your friend.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Well, we want to talk about this season of Summer House.
Yeah.
MVP of the season.
I feel like I didn't really
as
do
always.
much, but thank you.
But that's the way, you know?
Yeah,
that's
I just
best
like
case scenario.
I just say some things. I make observations.
Yeah.
I feel like I watch the show as we're filming as a viewer. I'm like, oh, people are gonna love this.
Yeah, exactly. But well, that's why everyone loves it because you're the fan reflection for us. Like everyone watching is like, oh my God, Paige is so true because we feel the same way.
Because a lot of the drama, like I'm not directly in, but like I'll insert myself.
And they're your friends.
What are we doing here? Yeah. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So.
And you said you make observations, but you make correct observations.
I
like
try.
all of your, I mean, we saw, the reunion when Danielle said like, you think your confessionals are hilarious, and you were like, they are hilarious.
Yeah.
And
I pride myself on confessionals.
I have to say, the one thing, I love many things about you, but one of the things I love about you the most is that you will say something and you will stand by it no matter what.
Yeah.
Like even if it's a joke that maybe like you say on Giggly Squad, like I remember that video that went viral about Travis Kelce and you were like, it's like an ick to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was
And I stand by it.
And it's so fucking funny and you stand by it and you didn't get up there and go, guys, it was a joke. It was a joke. Which
no. Like if you can't
I find myself doing sometimes because I feel like I get nervous that people aren't going to understand the joke, even though it's very obvious it's a joke. But like, I love that you are just you.
Sometimes when people don't understand my joke, I actually like it better because I'm like, oh, good. Now I know you're not my audience.
Right.
You're not even who I wanted to get it.
Yep.
Anyway, I feel the same way about outfits. Like when people are like, that's a horrible outfit. I'm like, thank you so much because none of your outfits align with me either.
Yep.
So like, I love it.
You almost click the profile and you're like, oh, you wouldn't
wouldn't
never
get it.
wear this outfit.
Right. Like I get that you don't get it and I'm cool with that.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's what I try and do on Summer House, just like make observations and also like be light about it. Because sometimes we do have like intense drama and I'm like, okay, it's not the end of the world. So like we can make a joke here and there.
Yeah.
But
How was the reunion filming? Obviously, like that had to. Once again, you're not in it, but it's like kind of
You're in it.
It's kind of exciting to watch it happen, especially
the
with
reunion is the worst day of the year.
It's long, right?
It's just long and it's a lot of stress leading up to it. Like you know that you're waking up at 5 a.m., you're getting in hair and makeup, the boys are rolling in at like 8:30, you're on set, you're sitting there by 10 a.m. And then you know for the next full day, no matter what happened, anything could happen. Like anyone could have a feeling that maybe they didn't have during the season when you were filming, or maybe they saw something a week ago and they're freshly pissed at you. So literally anything could happen. So like the anxiety and stress of that, like I've had multiple panic attacks while we were filming that like no one would know, where I have like completely disassociated. And like Andy will ask me a question, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I actually wasn't listening because I was trying to figure out if my head was gonna fall off my neck.
You're like, I'm secretly sweating.
Yeah, I'm like
profusely.
profusely sweating. So it's like an uncomfortable day in general. And then if you're in a seat where you're like, oh, holy shit, I don't even like this person, you don't feel comfortable for the whole day. So you literally want to die. But this year, there's one thing I did differently, and I'll never not do this. I made my mom come down.
Smart.
I made my mom come down the night before and sleep with me the night before.
Aww.
So then like the morning I woke up, like I was way more calm. And then when I got home, she had pasta and chicken parm ready.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I decompressed that way.
That is the perfect setup. And now it feels like you might have to do that every time.
I'm like,
going
sorry, Mom,
forward.
now you
You're
have to come every
That
day.
is perfect. Where was your seat this one?
So it was Lindsay, then Sierra, then me, then Jesse.
Okay.
So I felt comfortable this
You had
year
a
with like
buffer.
my seat. Yeah, I had a good buffer. I felt good. And so that is like half the battle for me, because like even when you're out like normally, if you're not like with a friend, you're like, So in that setting, you need like someone to be like,
right.
Oh my
like
God.
if you go to a dinner and you're seated next to someone and you're like, you see your friends across the table and you're like, oh.
It's this times 1,000. Because like I
Yes.
can see Amanda across the room and I'm just like, help.
Right. This season was so good.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think it was the most viewed season of Summer House yet. I think that I thought it was incredible. Obviously, a lot of drama happened. Everybody expected the Carl and Lindsay stuff, but I don't think people were expecting a lot of the Amanda and Kyle situation.
Yeah.
In which you and Sierra stepped up and you guys said some things to Kyle to stand up for Amanda, which I thought was like an amazing showing of your friendship and how you guys are as friends, because you were like, you know your friend and what she's capable of. And I thought that was incredible to like say that to Kyle. But then we saw in the after show, he kind of like shaded the podcast a little bit. And
We're just silly little podcast
silly
girls.
podcasters.
And
Wouldn't know what it's like.
right. And I just want to know your thoughts on that.
It's, you know what? It's so funny because I saw it, thought nothing of it, like went about my day. And then I had so many DMs and so many of like my high school girlfriends texting me being like, oh my God, Kyle said this about your podcast. And I was like, wait, I don't know if this is really sad or like I just don't care. But Kyle's never like thought anything of my podcast like since the day we started it. So like even when we started it, he wasn't like very what's the word? Supportive of it when we first started, because no one really on Bravo had podcasts like us. And so like when me and Hannah started, even Bravo was like, okay, don't talk about Summer House. And we were like, okay, we didn't want to anyway.
Right, yeah.
We wanted it to be a little bit more
it's
pop
a perfect
culture.
escape from that.
Yeah, so like from the beginning, we never talked about our podcast with the cast because they weren't very supportive of it. So now 5 years later, I still never bring up Giggly Squad to anyone. So hearing him say that was kind of just more like, oh, he's been saying that. But I think it was the first time other people who have podcasts, who are women, who that is their career, were like, wait, what the heck? But I genuinely was like, oh yeah.
Right. And he's just like, and you know, we've
I've had my choice words.
We've had our opinions
season.
on Kyle this season, but I do also think like not to keep pushing the knife in a little bit, but he's sneaky oldster, and I feel like he has almost that like parent mindset of like what a job is and like what a career is, and like, well, I have a business and my business is real because I have a product,
right?
And when he sees podcasting, he's like, oh, what's this, like media?
And it's like you're just all you're doing is having guests on it.
Exactly.
Your podcast is
I heard that too.
good as like how famous you are, and it's like not really. It's actually more a relatable thing.
You have to cultivate an audience,
a personality,
as well, a personality,
banter,
as well.
a friendship. I would say
even that.
Yeah, a lot goes into it.
Right. I agree, and I also think that you saying that they weren't really supportive or they never even really thought about it or you didn't bring it up, he's thinking about it, and he sees how successful it is, and he sees you guys selling out shows all over the country, and that's something that weighs on his mind, like wow, she's so successful.
And I would always, and I don't want to think of it as like a jealousy thing, because in my head, I'm like, you're a guy, I'm a girl. So we already don't compete in the same lane for things. You do drinks, I do a podcast. We're totally different. I drink your drink all summer long on camera. I say nice things about it. I like whatever. So I don't expect him to go and be like, I listen to Giggly Squad and it's so funny. Like no one on my cast has ever said that to me. Not one person. None of them have ever said they've listened to Giggly Squad, that it's so funny, that they love it. No one's ever been to a show. I never bring it up. Yeah. Because for me, it's like, I don't care. Like that's why we started the podcast, because we did like media, we did like entertainment, and we were on a reality show, and we were like, oh, we're very dependent on the episodes and what airs, and there's a lot of things that don't air because they don't have 1,000 hours to air everything. So it's very selective. And so we were like, shoot, our personalities aren't coming full force the way we want them to, so let's start a podcast. So that was the reason we even started it. It wasn't to like get back at anyone. It wasn't to talk about anything. We've never, since the day we started, ever said the word Summer House. Ever. Like we've never talked about it. Maybe here and there we've said like, oh, when we were on a reality show, but like it's such a separate part of my life that even when I go and film Summer House, I don't think of Giggly Squad because I know everyone there doesn't like it, doesn't care about it, like won't bring it up. So I've always just like compartmentalized it.
Right. And it's definitely been like that, but I feel like there's been a little bit more because like we said, there's now like we've been talking about like jobs and careers and what everybody's doing. Like that was such a big part of the season was like everyone talking about their actual careers or not the show, and it was kind of like breaking the fourth wall a little bit. But there's been a lot of fan reaction this season too of like, wait a second, justice for Hannah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm always # justice for Hannah.
I said that on one of the episodes. I was like, well, let's think back to when these two were screaming at each other. And by the way, I have to say, because if your cast members don't say it to you, I fucking die at every Giggly Squad clip to the point where like I'm commenting on them like I'm crying,
well, because
like
we're all just girls,
yes. And sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, like you know when you watch something you're like, I've never had an original experience, like that is how I feel a lot of times. I'm like the you talking about your anger in the airport the other day when you were like fuck you, I was like that
LaGuardia, you can throw a fuck you at it.
Right. And
anytime
I was like, that was so funny because I had recently just talked about my road rage. So it's just also relatable.
It's
like
all relatable.
Every girl can watch it and can relate to having one of those moments. So you guys absolutely kill me.
Thank
like
you.
It is so fucking funny.
I appreciate it. And also like I don't need I don't like expect them to say anything about it because like I do it with my best friend and that's like good enough for me.
Yep.
Like so I really wasn't even that mad. Didn't text him about it. Didn't like
I kind of figured that maybe you wouldn't have like a visceral reaction to it because you are so successful on your own. So it's like, well, if I'm gonna get worked up about this, it's kind of taking energy away from like your day to day that you're working, you know.
And me and Hannah, like from the moment we started on Summer House, like this was us. Like we were always laughing, we were always like cracking jokes, we were always doing some type of bit, and I think that is what started like the riff between Hannah and Kyle because we were new and we didn't know how it happened. And here to watch Jesse and Wes come on, same exact way. 2 new guys, whole new energy. Oh, they're so funny. Yeah. Okay, well, we were so funny too, but we were branded, Hannah was branded more like you're annoying, you're not a comedian, and I was branded more like you're a bitch, like you're a mean girl, like you like do outfits. And then to watch Jesse and West and like get all of this love, and which I'm so happy because they are genuinely so funny and like are great on the show. It was just funny to watch as a woman because I was like, but I've been doing my podcast for 5 years now. It's not just something like we just started last week or something. And we've always been like this. So I've always been like justice for Hannah. She's been funny since the day she was on TV. She never wasn't funny. And also like our COVID season was a weird season. There was nothing happening. So like, they blew some shit up and like whatever. But ultimately, it was the best thing ever that Hannah didn't come back because I don't think Giggly Squad would have taken the form that it took. And now she's doing a Netflix special. So
I am so happy for Hannah. I really am. I think her not being on anymore was the best thing that ever happened to her. And I think she said it on Drew Barrymore's show. Like I remember her talking about
exactly.
No, but I remember
she was just talking to Drew and
and I remember the moment though because I thought it was something that people could really resonate with where she was like, I started noticing like her success when she like stopped caring or like trying to be something she was. I forget exactly how she worded it, but I was like, and you know what? It wasn't the place for her, but now she's thriving.
I will say Amanda Batula has texted me about Giggly Squad multiple times. Like, I see it. You're doing so well. Like, I think she even bought like a sweatshirt or something. And she's
supportive.
She's a good, like, she's a real good friend.
Amanda,
like, she's a real person.
We fucking love Amanda.
No,
I think
she's so cool.
Truly like one of the coolest people. So it was hard to watch a lot of this season because we want to ride so hard for Amanda, but it's like it's hard because she feels like she can't get out of her own way a little bit.
Here's the thing about Amanda that I think people don't realize, like you definitely don't get it from the show. Amanda does not have a hidden agenda at all. She's not coming in to be friends with you to benefit from something. She's not talking about you to someone else because she like has some plan. Like she genuinely is the chillest fucking girl. Like she really does want to sip Coronas in the backyard in Jersey.
Just let her sit in the backyard and drink Coronas with her dogs.
No, she wants to watch her dogs do shit and chill. But she is also one of the most naturally cool girls I've ever met. Like any outfit she puts on, she looks good. Any way she does her hair, she looks good. Any like design or like when she threw Kyle's 40th birthday party, like that whole vision was hers. It was so cool. Like she looked so good. So when I hear her not think of herself in that light, like of course I have to say something to Kyle. And I feel like I started that conversation out very like, well, this is how she feels, and like very I didn't raise my voice at all. And I was like, how do you not know this about your wife? Like she's the coolest. And also anything Amanda put out, people would buy it.
Like 100%.
I've been waiting to see because I'm like, I'll buy it.
I'll buy it.
She could make, honestly, whatever bikini she wanted to, I would buy it.
Right.
Like in a heartbeat.
And Amanda has always talked about bikinis because like even when we first started Summer House, she was like, my boobs are so huge, but like my bottom is like not as big. Like, so what do I? So she's always had like issues with bikinis. So like it made sense. And so I was just like, oh, I'm going to like stick up for my friend.
Yeah, which I think everyone loved to see, especially the whole season. I think the ending too, it was nice to see all the girls, for the most part, get along. We obviously saw a little Danielle Gabby situation, but like you guys were there for Lindsay,
Yeah.
and way different from the summer before, where, I mean, it turns out you guys like had a reason to be, skeptical of what was happening, but, had to let them figure that out for themselves. But it was nice to see everybody kind of rally around. What was it like filming the reunion? Did that tone like sort of change, or?
Well, a lot happens from the day we stop filming to then the reunion. And I think obviously, like, I watch reality TV and I also like love watching it. And so I know as a viewer, like, I go off of like what I've seen on the show and like what I've seen in past episodes. And being on it, it's hard because we all genuinely live with each other 24/7. So there's so much we know about each other, so much that has happened off camera, on camera in the past 6 years that is the reason we fight with each other about different stuff. And some of this stuff, even if they showed it on TV, would make no sense to the viewer because it's like there's so much backstory there. There's so many like things, fourth wall things that you just wouldn't really get. So I always say, like, your favorite person on a reality show is not as great as you think they are. But also the person you hate the most isn't as bad as you think they are either. Some are.
Yeah.
But so there's just so much that has happened. So when we filmed the reunion, it's very different from when we stopped filming because a lot of press happened, a lot of chatter happened, a lot of people talking this, I heard this and you said that. And so, yeah, we are in a different spot. And I think it's hard sometimes for the viewer because they just watch the season finale. So they think it's going to be the same energy. Some of it's the same energy, but some of it's not. And that's for everyone in every situation, not just Carl and Lindsay.
Yeah. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop. You can get cash back at over 3,500 stores across every single category, including fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, and so much more. Membership is free and it's easy to sign up. The stores pay Rakuten a commission for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the commission with its members. You get paid via check or PayPal quarterly. Rakuten members have earned $4.6 billion in cash back at stores like Sephora, Urban Outfitters, Nike, and more. And cash back rates change daily. So start all your shopping at Rakuten.com. That is spelled RAKUTEN.com, or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cash back really adds up and you want to make sure you're getting that all back. So once again, go to Rakuten.com or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. It must be frustrating, like you mentioned, to have so much happen that doesn't get aired, and you also don't want to be the one to bring it up because you're almost, are you like bursting at the seams sometimes? Like, I fucking wish people knew this, but I also don't want to be the one to say it.
Sometimes yes and no, but sometimes like if like that person knows I know, that's good enough for me.
Right. Because then they won't say much because they know you know.
Because I'm like, you want to fight with me? I have lists and lists of shit that no one even knows, but you know that I know.
Right. Yeah.
And so,
that's like the best feeling.
Yeah. And I feel like I have that a lot.
Yeah. So fair. Wes and Sierra was a little blossoming love story this season. It was really adorable, really cute. Everybody was rooting for them. It appears like, obviously, just from what we put together on social media and whatnot, that things have maybe fizzled and I'm sure it's discussed on the reunion and everything. But you had like the best point. You were like, how he will not do better than what is in front of him.
And I'm very biased. Like when it comes to my friend, I'm like, they're an angel, they're the best. Like, but like also I have eyes.
Yes.
So
objectively speaking,
see Sierra.
It's objective.
So I'm just like, oh wait, that was like a genuine question. I'm like, wait, but what are you looking for if it's not her? So I was genuinely just inquiring. But I will say when it comes to West, he was a great addition to the show. Like I would never not want him on the show. I will never, like, I'm not gonna film with him this summer or like not be his friend anymore. Like I feel like I said what I needed to say. I defended my friend. He knows what he did wrong or what he did right. And they didn't fully date. So I think, you know, they'll have room to maybe be friends.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's not like a Sandoval where I'm like,
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
And I do think there's something to be said about not crucifying somebody immediately for like a situation like that not panning out. Like you said, they didn't officially date.
Yeah.
Yes, he probably wronged her.
Yeah.
But like you said,
He
it's
just
not
fumbled the bag.
Yeah,
Like,
he
fumbled the
it's
bag,
like-
and I can give
but
a
not to the point where you're like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah,
Can't
it's not
look
like,
at you.
oh my God, I'm like never gonna talk. Like
Right.
him and Jesse are like constantly texting me in a group chat, like
Yeah.
asking me shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't work for you guys. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say now. That's okay.
I'm sorry. We thought Jesse and Wes were great
They were.
additions.
They were.
Yeah,
They
Jesse's
were.
great.
Just
Have they managed are they starting to manage the attention now? Because I feel like at first that's probably a lot. And we saw the clip from West at the reunion. He's like, Bravo, like the fan base is mostly women.
I think they weren't. Not that I want to give them a pass, but I don't think West was expecting how many people really do watch Bravo.
Right.
Like, I think he thought, like,
this little
this
show.
is going to be,
Yeah.
like, whatever, we'll see what happens. And then all of a sudden, it was just, like, the girls
Like, I don't have a job
everywhere.
right now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And I actually thought Jesse was going to act more like West. And they've totally flipped it on me. Like, Jesse's been very cool about, like, people all of a sudden like loving him, and he's been very level-headed, and he's called me a lot about like different business stuff and like, what should I do this, should I do that, and so he's been like taking it like it's a job, and which I feel like you do have to do.
right.
You can't get like caught up in the sauce.
yeah.
And so I commend him for that.
That's awesome.
What would Jesse
I-
Solomon do?
Yeah, I
and it's called Paige DeSorbo and ask her.
Yeah. Randomly, I break out into that, and I'm like, oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
good.
I
That
really
was
have
like
been,
the best thing I've
I'm
ever
like,
seen on TV in a while.
I really got too
And
into
I
this
couldn't
season.
believe he did it. Like, I
Yeah.
get so embarrassed for stuff like that. Like, if someone said get up and sing a song, I'd be like, fuck you,
Yeah.
I'm literally
Right.
leaving. And he was like, yeah, I wrote and
Wrote a
prepared it.
song,
And I was like,
sang
okay.
it.
I felt like he really did like a 180, honestly, because at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this
Yeah.
guy. And
Yeah.
he
It
even
was-
said
yeah.
himself hitting on you or
Yeah.
whatever. But I thought he turned out to be like a real nice guy by the end of it. And you know, he's a player and whatever.
He's
but like
I mean, he's from Chicago, but he feels like a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
feels like guys
Kinda
like in our early
similar.
20s that we would like go out with.
Right.
So he's very sarcastic, very dry. So like a lot of him hitting on me, I knew. Like, he's just like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say it and see like how much I can push the envelope.
Right.
Not in like a disrespectful way, more of like a TV
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So he's just like sarcastic and funny, and he's not.
Which is what he's doing online with Amanda.
yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on with the Amanda and Jesse comments that we're all
No,
seeing?
I love it so much. He literally was just leaning into it. He was like, I obviously like don't want to marry Amanda. Like I like her. But also he's very transparent. Like if we walk out and we're like about to go to dinner, he'll be like, you look really fucking good tonight. And you sometimes when you're filming, you're so in your head that actually makes you feel like grounded. You're like, okay, at least like I look good and now I can like film whatever we're filming or going wherever we're going. So he would do that for all the girls. And it's just I think funnier with Amanda because it's like we went through a Sandoval thing.
Yeah.
Like imagine if that
Right. Like,
happened. So I
people
think
were
they're
like,
just
I
it's
saw
like
people being like, wait, why am I rooting for this? I was like,
no, low key, I was like, wait, did I miss something? This summer?
Just fly by. There was a comment that West made on his TikTok that we saw that was kind of shady towards Barstool. And
Wait, I saw. Well, because he used to work at. What is your competitor?
But he was at Bleacher Report.
Yeah, and somebody, he made a TikTok and somebody commented like, you look like you could work at Barstool Sports, but the person wasn't insult because she wrote back like it wasn't an insult, and he wrote back.
He said that
wrote,
isn't a compliment.
No, he wrote that's not a compliment with like a bad emoji, and then somebody wrote back like,
You're like ever coming on any podcast.
well, and then somebody commented back like, wait, like I wasn't trying to insult you, like it wasn't like a what, and I guess he. Yeah. I guess,
but he loves like sports.
Yeah, and I
stuff,
guess maybe
and
on the
is very
outside looking in, he
Barstool.
probably just has like an assumption.
Paige, there's a lot of layers to this. That like
I
very niche sports media. Oh, we
Like,
hate Barstool.
I also
a
think
lot of
he's in
assumptions.
like he's in the new fame. Like doesn't want to piss anyone off. So
Doesn't he?
we'll
He works
say
he works at Complex.
Oh, I
now,
don't like
too,
you don't
right?
like Barstool. I don't like Barstool.
Yeah, Right.
Where like you're like
Well,
okay.
it's like he works at Complex now.
Yeah.
So it's like his bosses are probably we don't like them. So it's like,
that could be it too. Because we were like, damn, we really like wanted to have him on, but like,
have Jesse on. He's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. I know that's
We'll see.
maybe
And we're still open. It's just joking around,
you'll
you
think
know.
about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, last thing I want to talk about, because we haven't talked about Carl and Lindsay at all, but what was the room like listening to them kind of talk for maybe the first time in real life?
You know, it wasn't as tense as I thought it was going to be. They both did a really good job, I think, of letting the other person talk. Like, there were no times where they were screaming over each other. I thought they were both extremely respectful of each other. I think the best indication, because sometimes when you're so in crazy, you don't realize how crazy it is. So living with them and watching them fight on the reunion, I was like, this is
right.
This is how they fight.
Yeah.
And so to watch Andy be like, guys, this isn't okay, I think put it back into perspective. There's one point where Carl says I think Lindsay said some really nice things today. And Andy was like, are you high? That, if you think that, that's insane.
Yeah.
She hates you.
Yeah.
So I think it was a funny thing to watch that. But genuinely, from the beginning, I've never been teams. I think they both have said some of the worst shit to each other. I think they've done some of the most insane shit to each other. Some of the shit they've said, I wouldn't have even said to an enemy, let alone someone I love. And I date Craig. I can be fucking mean. So, yeah, I think they both, this is the best thing.
It was really I just, like you said, when you're in it, sometimes you don't even necessarily realize. We're watching, it's they're talking about recording each other on their phones,
which is
when you get to that level where you feel you have to record your partner to possibly air them out nationally, worldwide, that's a problem. Maybe you shouldn't get married.
Not good.
It's
and
not.
They didn't
it's not
really even touch on that as
thing.
much.
It's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And then in the after show, they were both saying that's not the first time that's happens.
Yeah, not
that
good.
the recording is a thing that they've threatened before. I'm okay. The fights that they must have been having behind closed doors,
and since the
crazy.
beginning,
The way they fight on camera,
I can't even imagine what they're fighting off camera.
No, exactly. And there really are no sides. They were just truly the most incompatible people.
Yeah.
They're just not meant to be together.
And some people are oh, they they're just real on camera and they're fighting, and yes, they do.
Yeah.
They have full on brawls, and I've fought with Craig on camera. But and we went through Winter House together. Yeah. And when we got home from Winter House, I've never screamed at him more in my fucking life. So yes, you are obvious. Any human is a little different when a camera is on them. So yes, if they are comfortable having those, same with Kyle calling Amanda a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And I get so mad at Craig. My fights are very different on camera than in my bedroom when I'm you're a fucking asshole. But that's just being a human. And having a little.
And I feel
respect.
when Carl brought up, there were two separate things where when he said Lindsay texts him and calls him a loser and stuff like that, and I'm yeah, that's not good. But then when it's awful. But then when he looks at Lindsay and says, "You want me to relapse?" I was that's fucking mean. To say that to someone, I don't think she wants you to relapse. That's a crazy accusation. So just the both of them, friend, you said it, they're just not compatible.
In the beginning of the summer when she was calling him a drug addict, I was oh, bad. I literally actively walked away. I was I don't want to be involved in any of this. That's insane to say to someone sober.
To just accuse them of that. Because we talked about how I think a lot of people started off being ooh, this is not going to be good for Lindsay. This is really bad. And then it got to now Carl started saying things. And they equally, like you said, no teams just... They weren't meant to be together, and thank God.
Also,
you said it. You said that he did the
I said
favor.
the day they got engaged.
Totally.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I mean, clearly that was how it was supposed to be. And clearly they had been fighting like that for so long, where it was their norm. Because if Lindsay is so adamant that she was blindsided, meanwhile we watched them in the kitchen be so what? Lindsay, words came out of her mouth. So what are you saying? You don't want to get married? I don't. If that's coming out of your mouth, then you're having fights about your relationship.
And I feel we said this all from the summer prior. I don't know if they ever went through a blissful period.
Yeah, right.
Because here's the other thing. When you are on camera and you are dating someone, it is so easy to get lost in the sauce. If I really listened to everyone around me, me and Craig would be married. Yeah. And I don't know if that would have worked out well if I had done it when everyone told me to. Yeah. So it's so easy for everyone else to love your relationship. So then you think oh, I'm in this great relationship. Yeah. But you're but you're not. And so it's easy to just get caught up in it.
And I think you do a great job of like realizing what, TV and being in your relationship
and like, let's just,
and
like,
what's
take a minute.
good for you. And I think everyone can notice that. And you're just crushing it in general in every aspect of life. Like you Giggly Squad, you do your own thing with fashion, of course, Summer House. Like you are just crushing it all over the place, and it's so amazing to see. Like that. I feel like every day you're just like taking on the world, and I love
try
it.
So hard.
But it's working.
But it shows, but in an effortlessly cool
right,
kind
exactly,
of way.
in a very cool way. What's next for you? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of like Easter eggs on
a lot
Giggly
of Easter
Squad.
eggs coming up with Giggly Squad. Well, we're going on tour in the fall, which I'm so excited. We're doing like the most cities we've ever done.
Well, thank you so much, Paige.
Oh my God, thank you.
So happy you finally came back in.
Me too. So happy you guys have the studio too.
I'm obsessed. Yep.
Yes.
And sorry that West will never see it.
Yeah,
sucks for him.
Really disappointing.
No, so sad.
Yeah, but you're the best. Thank you so much.
With Zola, you can plan your entire wedding in one convenient place. From the day you get engaged and search for the venue, to the day you send out your save the dates, make your registry, and even taste your cake, Zola has literally everything you need to make the whole process super easy and actually enjoyable. There's even a 5-star app that helps you plan on the go or on your couch. Zola helps couples plan the wedding they really want with tons of unique features and personalized recommendations based on a couple's preferences. Every Zola wedding is as unique as the couple planning it. Their wedding pros are on call to walk couples from question to answer anytime. The app is so easy to use. If you are like me, you're getting tons of wedding invites right now. Maybe you're planning a wedding and you're recognizing that a lot of these invites are coming from Zola. You can see the wedding website, all those amazing things. It's all in one place. If you're planning a wedding, it's just that home base so that you can have everything in one place. You can put in all your vendors. You can search for vendors. You can have your registry on there, your guest list, RSVPs, all of those things within Zola. So start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com. Zola.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 127, and we are joined by Courtney and Christina. They have sent in a ton of questions before, so, they have a lot to live up to. This is a big game, and we are very excited to play. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. We're so excited and nervous.
Same.
You guys are really great, so I'm going to run through the rules, but I have a feeling you guys know the gist. But 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get the question wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest will get to go first. We will alternate guesses, so everyone gets their own individual guess. Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Avatar, the first Avatar.
Ooh, the first.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of you ladies throw out a guess first.
I'm going to say 91.
I was going to say 99.
Do it. Say it.
I'm saying it.
Yeah.
That was me saying it. I was going to, and now I am.
Yeah, and now I am. Here I am saying it.
Here I am.
Yep.
Stand before you saying 99.
I'm going to say 95.
I'm just going to, for the sake of changing it up, I'm going to go 89.
You're the closest, 81.
Oh.
Nice. Glad you went 80s.
Uh-huh.
And I'm shocked by that. I literally thought it would have been 100.
Yeah, same.
Have you seen it?
I fell asleep.
I have no.
It's been a while since I've tried again. I think I do think I would like it actually.
You
but
should give it another shot.
I'm gonna give it another go though. But yeah,
I never saw the second one.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
I am interested in giving it a rewatch.
Yeah,
I hear it's one of the best movies ever. So
Heard that. It's not that good if it's only.
That, yeah.
all
okay,
right.
Question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Ashley and John from Pittsburgh. In Friends, Joey cannot afford to buy the entire encyclopedia set from a door-to-door salesman. So what letter does he buy?
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Let's just go with S for sandwich. Well, now that Noah laughed, I know it's not.
No, I
so
know.
S.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
This is so embarrassing. My best friend Colleen is going to disown me for this.
It's not embarrassing. This
No,
is an impossible
The odds
question.
are not in your
This
favor.
is-
1 out of 26.
Yeah, this is a hard question.
There's 26. There's 26 letters, right?
My jam. I think should we just Z?
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect. It's V.
Mm.
What was his reasoning for
Not
that?
ringing any bells.
No, me either.
I don't know
me
if
either.
there was a reasoning for it.
There
There had to have been a
definitely
reasoning.
is. There
Yeah.
has to be a
So
reasoning.
instead, the salesman convinces him to only buy the only book he can afford, the V book from the volumes. Maybe it was the cheapest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
moving on.
Question number 2 to Christina and Courtney. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. In 2015, Caitlyn Jenner appeared as Caitlyn for the first time on the cover of what magazine?
Yes. Vogue?
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Ria Fran.
Shit, I don't remember. Time?
Oh.
Time.
Time?
Let's go time.
Yeah.
Time.
Final answer.
Incorrect. Vanity Fair.
Oh, we knew that.
Would have got there.
We knew that.
Dang
we
it.
Knew that.
Time just sounded so
Yeah,
good.
it did. Baby,
Okay.
Shit, we totally knew that.
We didn't, but
No, we did. We did. No, we did though. Like
Yeah.
they've talked about that Vanity Fair cover so many times on the show and
It
everything.
was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Darianne from Saratoga Springs. In New Girl Season 1, which musical does Winston sing along to in the car as he drives to Mexico?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ugh. Let's just go with Grease.
Sure.
Grease.
Incorrect.
I haven't watched New Girl in so
Christina.
long. Shoot, I don't know. Wicked.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn it!
Total guess.
Why didn't I just guess and say
Yeah, we
Wicked?
should have just gone with Wicked.
Okay, question number 4. It's 1-0, Christina and Courtney. And this is to them. Shout out Rebecca from Birmingham, Alabama. What is the name of the character Sabrina Carpenter played on Disney Channel on the Disney Channel show Girl Meets World?
Maya.
Yeah.
Maya.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Damn.
Okay.
It's a good one.
I did not know that.
Me either.
Okay, 2-0.
Got together.
Question number 5.
They're smoking us.
To Ria and Fran. Shout out Katie and Melissa from New Jersey. Based on the Harry Potter film series, what does the acronym OWL stand for in the wizarding world?
Oh shit.
– 15 seconds.
It's like outstanding wizard, outstanding wizarding levels.
5 seconds.
Outstanding wizard levels.
Outstanding wizard
Time is up.
levels. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's something like that.
Don't even have a guess for this one.
No idea. Pass.
No, okay. No, it's ordinary wizarding level.
Ordinary.
Oh, damn! You were.
Why did I say
close.
outstanding?
You didn't know.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Ordinary wizard level?
Ordinary wizarding level.
Oh, ordinary
Shit.
wizarding level. Yep. Yep, I knew that too. Fuck.
Okay. Still 2-0. Courtney and Christina. And this is question number 6 to them. Shout out Michaela from Newton, Massachusetts. The OG Dance Moms team has 2 sets of sisters on the team. Name both pairs of sisters.
I know the one. What? I only know one. Maddie and Kenzie. I don't know. I can't remember the other 2. Any guess? No. Pass.
It's Maddie and Kenzie, Brooke, and I'm forgetting the other sister's name. Hold on.
I knew I should have Googled Dance Mom after.
This is gonna kill me. I know Brooke, and then it's the other one.
Yeah, it's
the blonde.
10 seconds.
I'm useless for anything Dance Mom, so.
Yeah, nothing.
I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself right now. I'm so mad at myself.
Time.
What is it? Just tell me what it is.
Brooke and Paige.
I did remember.
And Maddie and Mackenzie.
And Brooke just got engaged recently, and Paige made a whole video on TikTok. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Still 2-0. Courtney and Christina. This is question number 7 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. What was the title of Kylie Jenner's pregnancy announcement video in 2019?
It was just a heart.
Is that it?
I'm just gonna go with that. Unless you have a better guess.
Let's think about it for a second.
15 seconds.
Fuck, I got nothing. Welcome.
5 seconds.
Anything? No? Welcome, Stormy?
No, I think just heart.
Just heart? All right, we're going heart. Just a heart.
To Courtney and Christina.
You guys were afraid. They were afraid of scoring 0 points. It might be us.
Oh no, we told you.
Fuck! What is it?
Shoot. I can usually pull out Kardashian knowledge too, but this is
We
not.
get 2 when we get them wrong.
Yeah.
I have no guess.
No idea. Pass.
2 Hour Daughter.
To our daughter. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think I ever would have got there.
No, I wouldn't. I would never have gotten there either. But I
just pictured a
now
heart.
I see it. Yeah.
Actually, the greater sign in the 3.
Yeah.
Okay, still 2-0.
Or
Christina
less
and
than
Courtney.
sign, whatever.
And this is question number 8 to them. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. Recently, Apple Music released a list of the top 100 albums of all time. Only 5 artists were highlighted as having multiple albums on the list. Name 2 of these artists.
Can you repeat the question?
Apple Music released a list of the top 100 albums of all time. Only 5 artists had multiple albums on the list. Name 2 of these artists.
Taylor
10
and
seconds.
Drake.
Taylor Swift and Drake.
Final answer.
Yes.
Incorrect. Ria and Fran.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
I
wait,
think.
You think? And Taylor?
Let's go Kendrick Lamar and Taylor.
Yeah. Sure. I didn't even look at this list. Like
I don't know if Taylor was on there, but I'm just gonna say it because
for having multiple.
Yeah.
You don't think?
Just there's so many.
Is there like a more old, like an older?
That's what I was thinking. Older,
like a fucking.
I don't know.
Rolling
I know
Stones,
Prince
like-
was on there. Let's do Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar. Final answer.
Incorrect. No, none of the ones that you guys have said were on it at all. The 5 are Beyonce, Prince,
Wow, I actually.
Fuck!
I was
Radiohead,
thinking Beyonce.
Stevie Wonder, and the Beatles.
Damn.
And I was thinking the Beatles. I thought
Taylor
that
Swift was on
I thought
it.
that was too obvious.
Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version album was the only one that she had on there.
Yeah.
And people
I
were
remember
outraged
Prince
that
being
Kendrick
on there.
Lamar only had 1 and didn't. Yeah.
Damn.
Question number 9, and this is to Ria and Fran. Shout out Jenna from Kirkland, Washington. Which actor or actress is in all 3 of these movies? Oppenheimer, The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 2, Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum Part 2.
I don't remember Night at the Museum.
The second Night at the Museum?
No,
is it?
Night at the Museum.
The first.
Oh, the first one.
Who's in that? Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
No.
I have no fucking
I have no clue. Zero clue.
All right. To Christina and Courtney.
I don't even have a guess. And in Twilight?
No, I can't even think of who's in that movie. I don't have a guess.
Emily Blunt was it? No, but I remember. I have no idea. It's just not it. She wasn't in Twilight. No.
Oh, shit.
15 seconds.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt? Okay, Emily Blunt. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Is it Rami Malek?
Yes.
Fuck!
Damn.
God fucking damn it!
I don't know why I was only thinking actress.
God damn it!
I was literally only thinking of women.
Shit!
Damn.
I got there eventually. It just took me too long.
Shit.
I was trying to because then I just focused. I wasn't focusing enough on Twilight, and I should have focused more on Twilight. 'Cause that would have been easier.
I didn't
to figure
focus
it
on
out.
any guys whatsoever.
Yeah,
So
Oppenheimer has too many people.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit.
Dang it. We are not good today. It's all right. It's all right.
All right. Well, I got a moral victory for
Yeah.
me on that one.
You're right, of course.
Did you know women were excluded from clinical research policy by federal law until 1993? Women belong in scientific research. They're essential. Ritual knows they conducted a university-led human clinical trial for their Essential for Women 18-plus multivitamin to assess its efficacy. The results? It increased vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks. I take the Ritual Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin every day. It is so great, convenient, easy. 2 pills every day, depending on what time of day you want to take them. And I feel like it is giving me the nutrients that I am missing in just my day-to-day life. So Ritual's clinically backed multivitamin for women 18 plus has high quality and traceable key ingredients in clean bioavailable forms with 9 key nutrients and 2 delayed release capsules per day. Ritual optimizes your body's absorption. Their multivitamin is gentle on an empty stomach with a minty essence in every bottle that helps make taking your multis actually enjoyable. So no more shady business. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus is a multivitamin you can actually trust. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/chicks. So start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/chicks for 25% off.
Okay, still 2-0 Christina and Courtney. This is question number 10. I'm going to play a movie clip and you tell me what movie it's from.
I thought at least with clothes on, I could have 2 arms. Thought I could look normal.
Normal is so overrated.
But people like normal, Mom.
Who?
Guys do. I mean, who'll even like me with this?
The right guy will love you exactly the way you are. Because you're beautiful.
Wait, is it us?
Yeah, it's you guys.
Oh, this is us.
Yeah. Do you know it?
No.
Shit. Okay, well. I mean, I don't even have a guess. Do you?
No. Can you play it one more time?
I thought at least with clothes on, I could have 2 arms. Thought I could look normal.
Normal is so overrated.
But people like normal, Mom.
Who?
Guys do. I mean, who'll even like me with this?
The right guy will love you exactly the way you are. Because you're beautiful.
All right, time is up.
Yeah.
To Ria and Fran.
Soul
Is this
Surfer.
I was going to say, this
It's
is
Soul
Anna
Surfer.
Sophia Robb. Yeah.
Correct. On the board.
I said, is it that hard movie? She was like, yeah, what's the name?
Rhea was chomping at the bit to
I was
get that
chomping
one
at the
out.
bit because I got to be honest. I think each team should only have one
play.
One
one
play.
play because then you have
Yeah,
more. Then you run out of
it's
time.
a lot of time.
Like-
We've never really established that as a rule.
Yeah,
we never really have.
Yeah.
We've just kind of been
I think when the other team goes, then you can replay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when it goes
right.
Say they didn't get it and then they
I
replay
gotcha.
it for us type of thing. But
Yeah.
because then you guys lost time.
Right. Noah's got to replay the thing.
Yeah, and then he's counting at the same time as he was like counting while playing the clip.
Okay, 2-1, Christina and Courtney. And this is question number 11 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Ashley from Pittsburgh. In the movie We're the Millers, what actor and actress play the roles of the couple that Jennifer Aniston and Jason Sudeikis' characters meet on their cross-country trip?
Oh my God, it's Nick Offerman.
Yes.
And what is her name?
Describe her.
She's always the friend, the redhead. She's so funny. She's in WandaVision.
Yes,
we were just talking about her.
And
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
And I couldn't get her name last
and
time.
I had it.
Yeah.
And now I don't have it.
Oh, fuck.
3 seconds. 3.
Fuck.
All right.
Nope.
Fuck. Oh my God, we literally just had the same thing happen.
Clock is moving fast.
Offerman and Catherine Hahn.
Final answer.
Yep, fucking Catherine.
Correct.
Catherine Hahn. Yep.
Thanks for talking that out.
Yep.
All
I
right.
thought I was going to get there. It just
Yeah.
wasn't coming to me.
Shit.
3-1, Christine and Courtney, and this is question number 12 to them. Shout out Nori from Scranton. In the movie Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler's character fights with what musical artist over Julia Fox's character?
Shoot. I got nothing. Yeah. Pass.
Ria Fran.
It's The Weeknd.
The Weeknd?
Yes.
Yeah. Weekend, final answer.
Correct. 3-2.
Fucking Catherine Hahn. Fuck.
We fucked that one up. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm normally the person that remembers Catherine Hahn's name,
right.
you know?
Yes.
Question number 13. It's to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. Jason Segel, Amy Adams, and Zach Galifianakis all starred in which 2011 children's movie?
Jason Segel, Amy Adams,
Zach Galifianakis.
2011?
2011.
Do you think it's animated?
15 seconds.
Probably. I don't think they would be showing them in the children's movie.
Right.
5 seconds.
Rio? No.
Time is up.
Rio, final answer.
Incorrect. To Christina and Courtney.
I don't know this, but the first thing that came to my mind was Ice Age. So I'll go with that. Ice Age, final answer.
Incorrect. The Muppets.
Oh. Yes.
They were actually themselves in that.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Well, I was wondering what children's movie were the three of them be playing themselves.
Super fair.
Okay. 3-2, Christina Courtney. 2 questions left.
Oh, that was part of the question?
No, that wasn't part of the question. It was just that wasn't part of the question.
Okay, that they were playing. Okay,
yeah,
I got you. I thought you were saying that they played themselves.
The Muppets are children's movie. Yeah,
I would say that's a children's movie.
Okay. I just was
borderline.
Yeah.
Borderline.
I feel like they're like
the Muppets are enjoyed by all ages.
Could be like inappropriate.
Yeah.
We're all children. We're all God's children.
That's true.
It's Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 14, and it's 3-2, Christina and Courtney, and there's 2 questions left. Shout out Katie and Melissa from New Jersey, and this is to Christina and Courtney. What is the name of the gossip columnist who narrates the events of the Bridgerton series?
I've never watched. Fran's gonna know this. Yep. Pass.
To Ria and Fran.
Lady.
Why is it now not in my head?
You don't know? Lady with a W?
Whistledown.
Whistle down.
Lady Whistledown. Whistleton. Lady Whistleton. Lady Whistledown.
Whistle down.
Yeah.
Whistle down.
Yeah.
Lady Whistle down.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't say Whistleton.
Yeah. I was thinking Featherington.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Tied up at 3. Question number 15.
Shit.
For all the marbles.
Shit.
From none other than Hallie from Clemson.
Yep.
And it's a year question.
No.
No, don't go into it with bad spirits.
In what year did Sandra Bullock star in the following? The Proposal, All About Steve, The Blind Side.
2010.
2009.
2010. 2010.
2010.
2010.
Final answer.
Yep.
Incorrect.
No!
To Christina and Courtney.
God, when he says incorrect, I just, oh! Fuck!
It's like The Blind Side. I don't know, I'm trying to think of The Proposal. It's like 2000, it's right around there. It's 2009 or 2011? 9 maybe. I'm trying to figure out where I was.
10 seconds.
2009, final answer.
Correct.
Oh,
Winners.
shit.
Gosh.
We were right there.
Man, you
were
guys
right there.
You know what? You deserved it. You
That
guys played a far better game than we
God,
did.
that
and
was fucking atrocious.
It
from
was.
us.
You deserved that win. Congratulations.
Rami Malek, Catherine Hahn.
A lot of misses by
fucking
us.
OWLs.
A lot of misses,
Bad,
but a lot of gets
bad.
by you guys. You guys
Yes.
were great.
Well done, ladies.
Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for sending in questions. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Noah really appreciates
I
it. And you get a shirt that says you beat us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you get a chance, to
Honestly,
send,
only fair that you beat us after all the work you guys have put in.
You deserve the win.
Yep,
100%.
Exactly.
The friends question will haunt me.
No.
Just know.
all of
those
them are
questions
going to
were
haunt me. That was tragic.
Yeah. When you get a chance, please just send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll get you those shirts sent to you guys. Thank you so much for playing. You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for the salmon.
Thank you for
Bye.
making it. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we love you guys so very much. We'll talk to you on Monday. Wink. There was no wink implied after that. I just winked to the camera. It wasn't like we'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah,
winky.
I was like, shit, are we doing something
No.
on Monday that I don't know about?
We're not. It was just
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did like a cute wink. That's it. Love you guys. Bye.